Now, I'll be very, very intrigued to find out what our GBNews panel, our People's Panel, which is currently in Harlow, makes of Liz Truss's intervention. Catherine Forster, our reporter, is there. Catherine, what's the talk of the morning in Harlow?
Oh, well, we've been chewing the fat on Brexit, but basically on Liz Truss. Not a huge amount of sympathy, I have to say. We're here at the Master Barista restaurant in the centre of Harlow. We've come to Harlow because Harlow was one of the biggest Brexit voting places in the country. They voted 68% to leave. Let's talk now to the manager of the Master Barista, Scott. Scott, thank you very much for joining us. Can you tell us, how's business, and also what challenges are you facing at the moment?
Business has been really good for us. We're in a prime location in Harlow, and we've got great value customers that use us. However, the cost of living has affected our business. Business rates have gone up, the utility bills have gone up, food and drink, produce costs have gone up, and therefore we have to put our prices up, which then stops people from spending money with us in Harlow.
A difficult time for many people. Thank you, Scott. Let's now go and meet our People's Panel. Just follow me over here. Good morning. Thank you very much for coming to talk to us on GBNews this morning. So we've been talking about Brexit 3 years on. Keith, you are a retired chartered accountant. You voted leave. How do you feel it's been going?
Well, I think so far so good, but the benefits of Brexit will depend on a myriad of small changes in the economy, some large ones, but some small ones, a lot of small ones, and I think that will take time. So, 5 or 10 years I give it before making a final decision on whether it was a success or not.
Too soon to say. And Kay, you also voted leave. You work as an administrator in the local hospital. How do you feel it's going, and are you satisfied at the moment?
I think it's too soon to say. I don't think the last 3 years have been a true reflection because, for the best part of 2 years we shut the economy down, we paid healthy people to stay at home, and a lot of those people actually haven't come back into the workplace, so definitely too soon to say.
And Fraser, you're a project manager, and you actually voted Remain. Would you still stand by that? Has it been a disaster?
No, yes, I did vote Remain. My daughter's in Budapest, so it made sense for me to vote Remain. But seeing the way that the European Union have acted towards Britain and the negotiations, and what they continue to do, no, I'd vote Leave if I was asked again.
Interesting. Now we're going to be talking to Business Secretary Grant Shapps in just a couple of moments. Kay, you'd like to know, you've got concerns about immigration, haven't you?
I do, yeah. I think the underlying vote on Brexit was to be able to control our borders. I do feel that the only thing that's controlling our borders now is the weather. We're paying a lot of people to stay in hotels. They're £40 a week pocket money. What is the government's intentions with these people? Because they've got no good documentation, basically unemployable because you can't check DBS or otherwise.
A lot of people are very concerned about people crossing the channel in small boats. And Keith, you were talking earlier, you're concerned about the level of spending.
Yes, that's a well-known civil servant, Sir Humphrey Appleby, used to say, the Treasury doesn't work out what it needs to spend and then think of ways to raise the tax. The Treasury raises as much tax as it can and then works out ways to spend it. I'd like to know what the government is going to do about cutting public spend, because it is, I promise you, out of control.
That's an excellent invitation from Yes Prime Minister, an absolute classic. Fraser, you're also worried about the level of taxation.
Yeah, similar to what Keith has just said, it's relating to we're raising corporation tax, but yet we're trying to attract entrepreneurs and startups to Britain. It doesn't quite tally how that's going to work.
Thank you all very much. So lots of questions for the Business Secretary, and we'll be back with you later, but back to you for the moment.